The mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, has once again sparked controversy by publicly encouraging citizens to protest during President Donald Trump's visit to the United Kingdom. His call for mass demonstrations has ignited debates regarding his leadership and priorities, drawing both support and criticism from across the political spectrum. While Khan has been vocal in his opposition to Trump, many have pointed out a stark inconsistency in his activism. Despite his willingness to rally people against a foreign leader, he has remained notably silent on some of the most heinous crimes committed on British soil, such as the widespread grooming gang scandals that have devastated communities across the UK. Victims and their families have long sought justice, yet Khan and other officials have often taken minimal action. This glaring contrast has led many to question where his true concerns lie. Khan's perspective, as he stated, is that the world is living in unprecedented times. He cited Russia's actions in Georgia, Crimea, and Ukraine as evidence of a desire to disentangle the United States from Europe and weaken NATO. He expressed support for maintaining close ties with both Europe and the United States, and acknowledged the government's decision to allow President Trump's state visit. Despite his personal views on Trump, Khan stated that Londoners and Britons would exercise their right to freedom of speech and protest. Reactions to Khan's statements have been varied. Some have criticized his perceived lack of sophistication and disrespect toward the President of the United States. Others have questioned his authority to attack the leader of a major country and suggested that London would be better off if people protested against him instead. In other news, the Conservative Party is facing challenges on multiple fronts. While they are pleased to see the Reform UK Party facing internal strife, they are also concerned about the threat posed by the Liberal Democrats in certain areas. A senior Tory source suggested that the threat from the Liberal Democrats in Remain voting areas is being underpriced, as they have a significant base of support. Furthermore, concerns have been raised regarding a perceived two-tier justice system. New guidelines drawn up by the Sentencing Council have sparked controversy, with critics claiming that they create a system that favors ethnic minority offenders. The guidelines suggest that judges should normally consider issuing pre-sentence reports on ethnic minority offenders, which has been described as a perversion of justice, equality, and fairness. Critics argue that these guidelines enshrine anti-white and anti-Christian bias in the criminal justice system. It has also been revealed that some of the advisors on the Sentencing Council have previously praised the Black Lives Matter movement. Beverly Thompson, for example, has claimed that the British criminal justice system is beleaguered by the overrepresentation of Black people and suffers from systemic racism and racial inequality. Judge Stephen Leake, another council member, once told Extinction Rebellion protesters that they had inspired him and that he intended to reduce his own impact on the planet. In response to these concerns, Justice Secretary Shabana Mahmood has threatened to overrule the Sentencing Council and has pledged to change the law if necessary. Conservative leader Keir Starmer has stated that her party would back Mahmood if she changes the law. Finally, a World War II bomb was found near Eurostar train tracks, causing major disruptions to services between London and Paris. Thousands of passengers were affected, with at least 10 services cancelled.